tonight, I gained a little sense of normalcy in my life again
Yes.
because The Bachelorette is finally back in a year of unprecedented twists and turns that keep on coming, as we saw in this new first look. Take a look.
Hi. Come on over.
Claire, my name is Dale.
Nice to meet you,
and
Dale.
I couldn't be more excited to take this journey with you.
Does I feel like I just met my husband? Oh my God.
I got the
Claire,
chills.
Claire
Got the
already a
chills.
smitten kitten. Apparently, that's happening in the first 2 minutes of tonight's premiere. And joining us now is ET's very own Lauren Zima, host of Roses and Rosé. Lauren, spill the tea. Let's start with that first look that we just got. Claire says that she thinks she just met her husband, meeting Dale. What do we know about him, and what the guy's reaction is to Dale?
Denny, woo! This season of The Bachelorette, Chris Harrison himself has said that it is going to be, for real, the most dramatic season ever. So what do we know about Dale? Of course, that big moment that's been going everywhere is Claire saying she thinks she just met her future husband, Dale. And I've never heard or seen a clip like that go with a premiere of The Bachelor or The Bachelorette before. So I think there's a lot to say and a lot to ask about Dale. Now, I interviewed Claire just this morning. The interview is going to air on ET tonight, and we've got articles up from it on our website. And I asked her, Claire, how did you know enough to say you felt like you just met your husband? And she did say that, yes, look, she looked up some of these guys during quarantine. She said she didn't talk to them, but she said, look, of course I checked them out on social media. Who wouldn't? And she told me that what she saw on Dale's social media was that he was really into his family. She saw a lot that she felt like connected to him. So I think there was a lot behind that first meeting. You know, when you kind of have a crush on somebody, like a teen idol. I think she crushed on Dale from afar, and that in real life, that moment cemented her feelings.
Or those thirst follows on Instagram. You know, you eyeing them and then you meet them or see them in real life. Like, it kind of takes your breath away. Well, here's what she told you about her instant chemistry with Dale.
It was one of those things where I had never felt it before, and I never even knew what to expect with those feelings. When you have not experienced it or felt it, you don't know if it exists, but when you feel it, you know exactly what that feeling is.
You hear the phrase all the time, you know when you know. Like, I can't explain it, you just know. And I've never felt that, but watching that clip, I got all the chills just from that experience between them two. So it's going to be interesting. I can't wait to see what actually happens if Dale is the one. But I have to ask you, Lauren, so much is different during this season of The Bachelorette. A lot has changed because of the pandemic. How different is the season going to be? What are we going to see that's different?
So what is great about The Bachelorette, and Denny, you mentioned getting back to a sense of normalcy. I think that they really wanted to bring back the show that people love. And The Bachelorette, unlike, say, you know, I've talked to the host of The Amazing Race, and he said, look, that show's all about travel. We're not really going to bring it back until we can give people the show that they love. With The Bachelorette, they could do it in a quarantine bubble. They could get the testing, keep people safe, and then still bring us that same show once everyone was in that locked down bubble. And I do think that we're going to get the same show, and I'm excited about that. What is different is I actually think this could be one of the most emotionally intense seasons, because this is already a roller coaster ride. Being on The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, you're away from friends and family. You don't know what's going on in the outside world. But this time, these people had been locked up raw in their homes, in hotel rooms for months before they even went to film the show. So they were already, I mean, on night one, you'll see people are like, hi, I haven't hugged another human in months when they meet Claire.
My God.
You know? There's, I think, a whole other level of emotion this season.
And probably they're going to even fight for her heart even harder because they are craving that emotional connection, you know, with people. But what's so crazy, and obviously E.T. learned that Clare was replaced with Tasia Adams roughly 2 weeks into filming. What do we know about Clare's swift exit and what happened after she left?
Woo! what do we know? The question is we know less than we don't know.
Then we think, right.
Clare was tight-lipped when I asked her about this morning. She would not say that Tayshia is the new Bachelorette after her. She was a little twisty and turny with what she told me. She told me, quote, she does stay the whole time of production, which is interesting. I don't totally know what that means. I think maybe it means that we might see a little mix of moments between Clare and Tayshia. But she did tell me that she has always loved Tayshia. She said even before she knew she was going to be the Bachelorette, Tayshia was someone she championed as a possible candidate. Now, I think we have a moment from Chris Harrison talking a little bit about all this, right, Denny?
Yeah, let's play it.
So Tayshia's the Bachelorette.
What? No. Clare is the Bachelorette. In all seriousness, Tayshia's a very good friend of mine. I absolutely love and adore this woman, and I would love for her to have that opportunity to be the Bachelorette, should that ever arise. Yeah, she would be a great candidate. She always was, and she was on the top of our list from the start.
Is Tayshia...
Man, he's a pro.
Right, I know.
Really
He's playing it really good.
Now, he did say to me, she's not the Bachelorette.
Right.
So, okay.
Right.
Okay.
So look, it's still up in the air. So Lauren, I know you probably can't tell us much, but what can you tease? Does Clare end up engaged? How is she going to walk away from the show?
So I asked Clare this, and it varies season to season what we know and don't know in advance about how things end up. Like, kind of famously on Rachel Lindsay's season, she actually went into those first interviews saying straight up from the beginning that she got engaged. And then we kind of watched her whole journey. So every year I wonder how is, what discussions has the PR team had? How are they going to tee this season up? I think with this one, there are already so many rumors out there and so much was leaked that they want to stay as tight-lipped as possible so that the fans can really go on the journey. But here is what Clare had to say.
The big question for any bachelor or bachelorette, are you in a relationship? Are you engaged?
You know good and well I cannot spoil that. Come on now.
Are you happy right now?
Yes, I'm very happy. I feel like there's so much more to it that it's a little...
She has that
question
glow.
mark.
I'm calling it. She's engaged.
You think?
I think so, for sure.
All I know is one thing's for sure. I am definitely going to be watching this with my bottle of rosé. And I got to tell you, Lauren, it is so good to see you back on the set of Roses and Rosé, which is back, right?
Yes.
I mean, and the rosé never left you. You can take the girl away from the rosé, but the rosé never leaves the girl.
It's Bachelorette o'clock somewhere, and I'm ready.
Exactly.
I love that.
Well,
New episode of Roses and Rosé recapping tonight's premiere will be up on ET's YouTube channel tomorrow, and it will air on ET Live. Thank you both so much for having me. I'm gonna go just chug this, if I'm being honest.
cheers, girl.
Go
Thank
ahead,
you, Lauren.
enjoy.